Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Vanderbilt Commodores taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Polligan, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Title Town, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Vanderbilt Commodores taking zone, it's Bell. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Johnson wants to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
How about the strong safety on that one? It's a great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Ball in the air, intercepted. Looking for more room. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Bama!
The defense coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3 and out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it out. It's Phillip. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know what thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Looking for room. It's Alexander. That play just never had a chance. They knocked him down for a loss of 5.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Johnson looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Just gets rid of it before the heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
All right, well, for the quarterback, you know at this point, this is one of those days that I'm going to have to just strap it up. I'll probably be in an ice bath when the game is over because I'm getting hit a lot only in the first quarter. My accuracy and my timing is going to have to be at a premium.
pace getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going to take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be a pass. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Gets it away. Solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. First down for this offense. Now on the option. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And that is just an attitude run. Running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Quarterback extends the play. He'll pull it down. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Quickly complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. He knew that he was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfect. I don't need a big gain. I don't need to hold on to this football because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming, the worse things are going to happen. I just need a few yards for the first down, get it out of my hand, get the first down.
They'll toss it to the left. He breaks the tackle. He got a bunch of it, close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Really nice run there. Listen, in modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, you could...
When that receiver got the lead, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes. Rogers threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Dillon. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing in all cylinders right out of the gate. Defensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
They Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Looking at second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Here comes the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
There's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. As a result, they lose yards.
And the Commodores will punt it away on fourth down. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. Throws to the back. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
And obviously you're trying to catch him off guard, but it didn't work. I'm not a fan of fake punts. That's what the offense on the field. Guys that do this for a living all the time are really good at it, but tried to sneak attack. Not
Here comes that Alabama offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on the touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone.
Here we go. Set. Go, go, go.
A run for the quarterback. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the field.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Let's go.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Never enough. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Coming out with it, it's Dillon. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game. And you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half. It's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice plays.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Wide out in motion. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Commodores will punt this one away. We assume he's going to punt it this time. He did complete a pass earlier. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's Moore. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds.
And that was almost a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football, they are so lucky that they jumped on that ball and that their offense is now going to take the field because that could have been disastrous.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Bill.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But continue to run it. You at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. Takes the easy one to the back. Running with power. That's the 15. He's loose. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
I mean, the great news is you just came up with a huge completion on third down, but the bad news is you're still miles away from picking up this first because of how poor you were first and second down. Moving forward in this game, the offense has got to do a better job early in the drive, but at least give them a chance to have some success.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse. Afterburner's coming. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this league, David, if I were allowed to have push passes.
And that pass picked off. Trying to take it back. The 40. The 30. Oh, he was hoping for the pick 6. Instead, he got it down to the 16-yard line.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays and creating turnovers. What a great job, not only creating the interception, but doing something after. You see the blocks after the interception, returning almost back to the house, and now you set your offense up with great field position.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he was not in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's Dillon. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Johnson wants to throw it. It's complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
That's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Bell. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. And the Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell, starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
to pass it on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Alexander. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Now facing a 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You can tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Line gets set, first down. He'll start this drive firing. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On the move. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Looking to move the chains. They throw complete to the left. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Finds his man. It's Miller. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll immediately call timeout.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times, if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
It's now 2nd down after the short completion. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. They'll leave it with him. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Looking to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Alexander. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Let's go. Right.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Miller with the ball. Creating some space, getting just enough quick blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what play to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next play.
Running back searching for a hole. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And that's so tough as a defense because we got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field. It drives a lot. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute and do it.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
180.
The give to the tailback. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to drive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Quarterback on the keeper. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense wins.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Oh, he wants it all. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the third quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires and picked off.
I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet. That now his second interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. To me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Halfway there on first down and 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Running behind that left side.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5 plus. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the running.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that. It runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holding.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
This offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense. They're churning out positive yardage early.
On the option. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a worthwhile, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10.
Let's go!
He's looking to throw it. Got the quick pass. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. If you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. Tackled after picking up the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. Makes the grab. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Nice play there by the offense, but still a ton of ground to make up.
Yeah, this one's pretty much over, but listen, put that exclamation point on it. Finish the way you want to finish. Make sure your offense keeps that momentum going. It can build throughout the season.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the day.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Trying to get to it. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Those always sting a little bit. You get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive. It's just really annoying as a defensive guy.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They'll throw it on first down. Good job corralling that football, but he couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it will be a safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week of practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Not much doing there. He gets him to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the outside to the left. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Quarterback keeps it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. It's always a run. Just exhausting.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling. Everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
The give is to Miller. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Johnson wants to throw it. Quick strike complete. Runs through a tackle. Makes a grab and he's dragged down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. One more play to pad the stats. Not only the scoreboard, but the clock on the side of the offense as they take knee, though the D can stop it a couple more times. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.